It is 11 years nearly now since I was fired from my full-time travel consultancy job. And the life that I am sharing with you right now is very different from the life that I used to live back then. As you can see, I am venturing off and on buses. Where is she going, may you ask? It is Monday, and I am on my way to my local leisure centre to train legs. Training legs is my least favourite part of the body to train because it is my weakest part of the body, and that means it is the most important part of my body that I must be training. If I want to grow old, strong and healthy. Hi, my name is an MS character. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis October 2010, and my symptoms first started about 18 months prior in March 2009. Since being fired from my full-time job, I have met and interacted with many individual ladies who have advised me to share my multiple sclerosis story. Time and time again, they have said, you need to share your story because I'm sure there's many people that want to hear it. And time again, I have said, I doubt anyone cares about my multiple sclerosis journey. And over the years, I have thought about it and considered it and always come to the no one cares, there's no point, no one's interested, I'm not going to do it. But since the COVID-19 lockdown, shutdown, pandemic happened, and then the world started opening up, I realized that the only thing that was a hindrance to me was not being able to train in the gym. I tried training at home, but it just didn't feel right. It wasn't comfortable. I didn't enjoy it. And I live in very close proximity. Someone please correct me. That is a word I cannot say. But I tried. I gave it a go. Proximity. Yeah, I really don't know. My neighbours live very close to me. We are side by side on top of each other, and I'm a very considerate person, so me jumping around in my house, I doubt anyone wants to hear that and appreciates that noise. And even going outside just felt odd to me. So it was very much a struggle for me to be able to train at home. And I realised how much I miss training. And then I came to the conclusion, even though I enjoy training, I very much miss interacting with people. Even just a simple hi and bye, just seeing other people training around me. I realised that was my inspiration to keep going. So since the pandemic, it has been a few years now, and I have attempted to record myself doing fitness training and share it, but I keep hitting a roadblock. I keep getting I guess, distracted with other things that my busy brain comes up with. So I attempt it for a little while. I record and record and record, and then I don't edit and share. But recently, my local leisure centre closed down for takeover, new ownership and refurbishment, and I realised that I was taking 2 bus journeys in the winter. Anyone that knows me knows I do not enjoy the cold. I really do not. My body hates it physically and mentally. But I was going out in the cold to take 2 buses to go to my local leisure centre to train. And I've done this for over a year. And just the other day I was talking to someone in the leisure centre, in the gym park, and it dawned on me that this is my life. My life is nowhere near what it used to be like, working full-time, partying and socialising with friends. My life now is training in the gym, aiming for 4 times a week, but as and when my body allows me to train, relaxing at home and taking a vacation trip as and when I can, 1, afford to travel, and 2, my body is strong enough to do so. I travel solo, so if my body doesn't feel like it can last on its own without another person as security, I won't travel. But that's my life. Fitness and travel. So of recent, I have decided that if my life is fitness and travel, make something of it. I have nothing else. I don't have a full-time job. I'm not a big-time earner. I just can't do it. My multiple sclerosis just doesn't allow me to. I have learnt that if I put my health first, then my health is kinder to me. Basically meaning I relapse less than what I used to do back before fitness was my thing. I am smiling right now. I know you can't see me, but I hope you can hear it in my voice. Back in the day, I was not someone that you would catch training in the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week. Not at all. I was very much the individual who loved her junk food, fast food, greasy food, junk food, and loved her chocolates, her sweets, her cakes, her pastries. I'm laughing right now because I know that's not a good diet for me to have, especially having multiple sclerosis, a chronic degenerative illness. Even if you have a quote-unquote healthy body, I mean have no ailments like multiple sclerosis, a chronic degenerative illness, that diet isn't healthy. Your body, your immune system doesn't like it. I know that much now. And that's why I'm laughing, because that was the life I used to live. I didn't care for my health. I truly didn't. I'm looking very disgusted at myself right now. And I know you can't see that. You can just hear me and you can see me training on machines that, FYI, I really do not enjoy doing. Check out my facial expressions and the shaking of my head while I am working out. I do not enjoy it, but I go because my body relapses a lot less often if I train and if I eat cleaner. Because if I fuel my body with junk food, the fast food, the sweets, the sugars, the no good foods, and don't train, all my symptoms are a lot worse than what they are if I do train. So I know I'm having a whole bag of ramble right now, but this is what this channel is going to be about. Me sharing what I do for you visually on the screen, and me just talking to you. I am a chatterbox. I guess I fuel off of talking and sharing and hearing other people's stories. I guess I do. I fuel off of others. And I don't have that. I live a very solo life. I don't have that girl group of friends. I lost that many years ago, and I hold my hand up. It was very much me retracting from anyone around me, because little did I know back then I was going through depression. But in the time, in the moment, I thought it was normal. So I'm sharing this because if you're watching my video because you're interested in learning about multiple sclerosis, because someone close and dear to you has recently been diagnosed, and you want to inform yourself in how best is it for you to be a support and to be a friend and be a loved one to them, just notice when things change. There is a good chance that they are going to say to you, no, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good. But if you love and you care about them as much as you are because you're researching about multiple sclerosis and it's not even a condition that you have, then continue to reach out to them. If this individual is anything similar to me, avoid using the phrase, if you want me to, please. Because if they are independent like myself, or value their independence like I do, they don't want you to do anything. They want to do it themselves. But this chronic degenerative condition is now in their life and interrupting the things they want to be able to do. As a suggestion, rephrasing it, so not if you want me to, instead say I can. Just bring it, deliver and give. Because they'll be more open to accept it when they notice the effort you're going through to keep your connection between the two. Because you're not taking charge, but you're offering in a generous way as if you want to do it. And I can rub some people up the wrong way as well, because it's like you're taking over. But I can is just you being generous to them. It might sound silly to some, but these words, they hit us differently. And I say us, any individual that likes their independence, just as I did, do, and want to in the future. I am sharing a personal experience I have gone through to give you an option. There could be 100 options, and what I'm sharing is just one for you to consider, I guess. Because my life is very solo, I can go days without talking, seeing another person, unless I visit my local leisure centre. I know someone is always going to be kind and say hi and bye to me. Or I should say hi or bye, because the same person doesn't always say both. But it's an interaction, and it's inspiring to me to see other people with conditions, without conditions, training, other people putting their health first, or even just considering their health because they're in the leisure centre doing some form of exercise. And that inspires me to know that other people see their body and want to look after it. And if I get an interaction with someone, that's a bonus. This is why going to the leisure centre, I'm there for hours. Because sometimes I could be talking to one person, talking to another person, talking to a third person. And I've been in the leisure centre 1 hour and I haven't even trained yet. I talk. There are so many reasons why I talk so much. I guess one of the main reasons, which I have only understood of recent, is my level of anxiety and nervousness when I'm around other people. I have always worked in some level of customer service, which puts you in close, that word, that P word. I can hear it in my head right now, but I'm not even attempting to say it, but you know, close quarters with other people, whether it's physically or whether it's over the phone. There has always been some level of customer service in the job roles that I have done. So being mute in customer service doesn't get you very far. Well, that's the way I saw it. Another one is being an elder. To keep relationships going, we can't all be mute. So I always believed that talking to them, getting them to speak to me, was relationship building. Even though I do enjoy interacting with people, I will hold my hands up and say it is draining. I don't know if that is a multiple sclerosis thing or whether it is something I have always dealt with and just become recognizable of it since having multiple sclerosis. But after this workout session that you are watching, and FYI, you are only watching half of the session. My battery died on my GoPro, and when it died, I remembered that the extra battery that I brought with me was in my locker downstairs. I did not have the energy to go downstairs and get it and come back up and keep recording. So you are only seeing half. And when I finished this workout, I was so excited to go home, to bathe, to eat, and to rest. That's how I recharge myself. Rest and food. If you did appreciate my style of vlogging today, do subscribe and remember the comments box below.